Sorry, guys. Hello. How's it going? Welcome to Football Fun Den, guys. Sorry, I was just wetting the trestle as we're here for the second game of the day here on Fun Den as we switch across to the Africa Cup of Nations as Ivory Coast take on Nigeria in what is hopefully going to be a much improved game to the last one, guys. The last one we did in the Asia Cup, disappointing, to be honest, as it was a very one-sided game in the end. But hopefully we are going to get more entertainment in this one as Ivory Coast take on Nigeria. So let me quickly share the team news on the screen with you guys as both teams lining up on the field as we speak. And as you guys can see, uh, Ivory Coast lining up with three at the back and one sitting defensive midfield player with four midfield players and two strikers and what the hell? Nigeria with four at the back, five in midfield, and one up front. So we're up and underway, guys. We're up and underway as the ball out on that far side for a throw into Ivory Coast. Just hearing that Nigeria have never beaten Ivory Coast away from home. Obviously, Nigeria, the visiting team, Ivory Coast, the host nation. So the ball played all the way back to the goalkeeper. And Pure Lawless saying hi. Hello again, Gaz and Stevie. Thank you, Pure Lawless. How you doing, mate? Welcome back. I hope you're doing well, mate. Thank you for that. So Nigeria just sitting off here as Ivory Coast knocking the ball about close to the halfway line. Thank you for that, Pure Lawless. And Ken saying, hi, Gaz, Becky, Stevie, back in the den. How's it going, Ken? Welcome to the show, mate. Ball kicked forward there as Nigeria intercept it. Now kicking the ball long down the centre of the field as Ivory Coast win back the possession just on the edge of their own box. Now Ivory Coast kick the ball long out wide on that far side as Nigeria quickly challenge for it. And it goes out of play for a throw into Ivory Coast midway inside Nigeria's half of the field. And Pure Lawless saying, Ken, thumbs up. Thank you. Pure Lawless, loving the positive vibes. Thank you, mate. Top man. And Ken saying, also, hi, Pure Lawless, and your clan too. Thank you for that, Ken. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, mate. Yeah, welcome to Clan Fan Den. And Stevie's saying, hi, Gaz and chat. How's it going, Stevie? Thank you for making yourself available, Stevie. Really juggling things round at the minute to help out with these extra games that we're doing at the moment, as I am doing myself. But thank you, Stevie. I realise how difficult it is quick switching things around. I've been having the same problem myself. But thank you, Stevie. As you know, I do appreciate your help in the background, mate. So we've got a foul here, and the referee giving the free kick. So thank you, Stevie. And Pure Lawless with a thumbs up to Stevie. Thank you, Pure Lawless, top man. Thank you, mate. Nigeria now with a possession. So yeah, thank you for that, Pure Lawless, top man. Pure Lawless saying, cheers, Ken. Likewise, mate. Awesome. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, guys. Nigeria now on the attack down this near side as they play the ball into the box and now shot, but it's gone well wide. And that will be a goal kick to Ivory Coast. And Stevie saying, hi, loyalist and Ken. Hope you both well. Thank you, Stevie. Awesome. Thank you, mate. And Pure Loyalist with a thumbs up there towards Stevie and I think Ken as well. Thank you, Pure Loyalist. Ken saying, all's good chatting to a neighbour. Got half a loafer and last of my cookies. gave him. Okay. Thank you for that, mate. Well, hope you enjoyed the conversation. Pure Lolly saying, just remembered the wife and daughter to like. Oh, just remembering the wife and daughter to like Gaz Clan Fanden. Thank you very much for that, Pure Loyalist. Thank you for that, mate. And please do thank your lovely lady and daughter. I really appreciate the support, mate. Thank you for that. So we're just 4 minutes in at the moment, guys. Still 0-0. Nigeria now with the possession. As now they play it out wide on this near side. Ivory Coast coming to press the ball as now Nigeria switch the play out to the opposite side of the field. But Ivory Coast quickly challenged for it as Nigeria just managed to knock it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper now kicks the ball long up the field. There's now a challenge by both sets of players, and we've got a foul just inside the Ivory Coast half of the field, right next to the centre circle. So Ivory Coast with the free kick. So they take it short now, playing it back to their centre backs. It's now Ivory Coast just knocking it about on the halfway line. Ken is saying 1-1, my score prediction. Well, apparently these two both Ivory Coast and Nigeria are considered, apparently, so I'm hearing anyway, considered to be favourites to go far in the competition. So hopefully we're in for a cracking game, guys. There's now Ivory Coast playing the ball down this near side as they come towards the edge of the box, knocking it to the byline as Nigeria come to challenge for it and knock the ball out of play on this near side. And that will be a throw in to Ivory Coast deep inside the Nigeria half of the field. As the throw in taken quickly now. Ivory Coast trying to work some space here as Nigeria come to press the ball. And Pure Lol is saying 2-1 Ivory Coast. Well, thank you for that, Ken. And Pure Lol is thank you for the predictions, guys. Good shout. Yeah, hopefully we get some good goals in this one, guys. It's now Ivory Coast with a cross into the box. It's headed away. As Ivory Coast picking up the possession outside the box as now they play it out wide to that far side. Nigeria coming to press the ball as Ivory Coast just play it back into the centre of the park. Now ball played out wide on this near side as another cross comes into the box. It's headed towards goal but goes well over the bar, and that will be a goal kick to Nigeria. So yeah, thank you, Ken. Pure Lois, thank you for the early score prediction, guys. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Loving the positive vibes, as always, from you guys. Really appreciate you guys making the effort to welcome each other. If you're new to Fandom, guys, please do drop your comments in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. We're very much a fan community project. We'd love you to get involved. If you're new to Fandom, please do consider subscribing. As now Nigeria playing the ball long down the centre of the field. Nigeria now with a shot. Oh, and it's just over the top of the crossbar. Osimhen with the shot. That was a beauty of a shot there, but just couldn't keep it on target under pressure from the Ivory Coast defenders. Now, well, really good effort in fairness there, but as I say, he was just put off by the Ivory Coast defender. And he couldn't manage to get it on target. Now the ball kicked long down the fielders. Oh, Ivory Coast with a shot there. As Nigeria got themselves in a pickle at the back there. And the goalkeeper managed to make the save as it's blocked and deflected wide. And that will be a corner to Ivory Coast on the far side of the field. But end to end as we go, guys. Already, we're only a few moments into the game. And already we've had 2 or 3 shots on goal. Oh, sorry, Stevie. Stevie said, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to Fandom. Thank you, Stevie. Top stuff, mate. Stevie there putting that in for the new people showing up in the background. I'm sure you guys can see the views that are regulars. It's now uh, Nigeria on the attack as they play the ball into the box. Nigeria gets in the shot off at the near post, but the goalkeeper manages to block the shot as the ball deflected behind. Well, goalkeeper did well in fairness there. I think he was surprised how quick that ball came to him, in fairness. But thank you for that, Stevie. Appreciate it, mate. And Ken saying, done it, Stevie. Well, thank you very much, Ken. As I've said to you guys before, when Stevie does that, it's more for the people that are new to the Fandom project. As you guys can see, the views coming in the background there. That means that bit of interest in this game, guys. So we'll try to obviously grab interest of new fans dropping in. But thank you, Ken. Appreciated, mate. And Pure Lol is saying, loyalist household liked. Well, thank you very much, Pure Loyalist and Ken. Appreciate it, guys. As I'm sure I've told you before, Stevie puts that message in for new people coming in. So thank you, guys, for your amazing support, as always. Really appreciated. Now, ball kicked out wide on this near side by Ivory Coast as they try to get the ball into the box, but it's been knocked out of play. So thank you, guys. And Stevie saying thanks, guys. Top stuff. Thank you, Stevie. Ken saying Scottish Cup action over the next 4 days. Yep. That starts tomorrow. We'll get to that when it comes. Thank you for that, mate. As now the ball kicked long up the field by Nigeria, looking to try and get in behind the Ivory Coast defence, as it's knocked out of play on this near side, and that will be a throw-in to Nigeria, midway inside the Ivory Coast half of the field. Pure Law is saying, not looking forward to it, Ken. To be honest, Rangers only have half a team, 6 out till April due to injuries. That's not good, is it, mate? That's not good. But I notice you guys been doing some business in the transfer window, so hopefully that helps fill some spaces with the players missing. Now Nigeria on the attack down that far side as the ball played towards the edge of the box. Ball crossed in. It's headed away by Ivory Coast as now Nigeria pick up the pieces outside the box as they knock it towards goal, but it's gone wide. And I'm not sure if it took a deflection there. So corner now for Nigeria on the far side of the field. Ken saying throwing, shopping for players, not G. Okay, mate. Ken saying not going shopping for players. Okay, mate. Well, Rangers have done some business. Now the corner comes in as it's knocked away. Ivory Coast picking up the pieces as now Ivory Coast on the attack, racing out wide on this near side as Nigeria try to challenge for it. Ivory Coast managing to keep the possession under pressure there as a foul comes in eventually from Nigeria and the referee blows for the foul. Now, yeah, that's a soft foul really to give away. So we've got a free kick on this near side for Ivory Coast, just inside the Nigeria half as they take it short now, playing it back to their defensive line. As now they switch the play out to that far side. Ball played forward. As now Nigeria come to press the ball. Now Ivory Coast knocking the ball out wide to this near side as now Ivory Coast playing the ball forward there, but it's challenged by Nigeria as ball reacquired by Ivory Coast as they now play it back into the centre circle. Now it's knocked out wide on this near side again as they play it forward. And again, another challenge comes in there from Nigeria as the referee blows for the foul. So another free kick on this near side. Piolo is saying it's positivity we need, not possibilities. Ken, names being thrown in left, right, and centre. You guys debating Rangers there, I think. Ken saying that's the problem. Retransfer Fenentry brings. Ball crossed into the box from the free kickers. It's knocked away. Now Ivory Coast cross it back into the box. It's deep. Now the shot comes in as the goalkeeper makes the save quite comfortably there for Nigeria as it was straight down the centre of the box. Yeah, just hit it on the volley, and the goalkeeper managing to intercept that quite comfortably for Nigeria. Now the ball played out wide on this near side as Ivory Coast challenged for it, and now Nigeria winning a free kick. Piolo saying we've only picked up Fabio Silva, and that's only on loan till summer. I thought you guys sort of signed two players. I thought, although I haven't been able to keep up with the transfer market. As I said to you guys, this is only a 3-week tournament, so just trying to see if we can uh, attract some more fans outside the UK. A lot easier to do it with international games than it is to do UK games. So going to make the best of this short tournament, guys. But we'll be still covering UK football in and around it where we can. As now Nigeria playing the ball out wide on this near side as they come towards the Ivory Coast box. Ivory Coast quickly come to challenge for it as Nigeria try to play the ball back inside, but they've lost the possession there as Ivory Coast win it back. Now Ivory Coast playing it out wide on that far side. As now they play it back into the centre circle. Now long ball forward by Ivory Coast, but it's a poor ball. Too much on pace on it, and it goes behind for a goal kick to Nigeria. Ken is saying, of course, there's been rumours. Yeah, there's always rumours, isn't there, Ken? Always, mate. Ken saying, and more rumours. Yeah, that's the transfer window for you, mate. Clickbait media. Ball played out wide on this near side as Nigeria play the ball up towards the halfway line. Now Nigeria coming forward as they run into traffic on this near side. Now switching the play out to the opposite side of the field with a long cross field pass as Ivory Coast come to press the ball, but Nigeria managing to keep the possession as they just play it back towards the halfway line. Ivory Coast pressing well from the front as Nigeria now with the ball pushed back towards their own box as Ivory Coast try to challenge for it, but now Nigeria play it long down that far side as Ivory Coast quickly come across and knock the ball out of play, and that will be a throw into Nigeria on the far side of the field. Piolo is saying, Ken, mate, rumours are not good, mate. We need to see the board getting behind Clement. Absolutely, yeah, you certainly do. I know how frustrating it is with the rumours, mate, but unfortunately, you are a big, your club is a big UK club, so you're always going to have the mainstream media creating clickbait in the transfer window, mate. Unfortunately, I know it's frustrating, but that's the world we're living in, it, mate. So as I've got foul on this near side, guys. I thought he'd gone for the throw-in, but it's going to be a foul. And Nigeria, Zaidu, with on the foul. Loving the atmosphere from the Nigeria and the Ivory Coast fans, showing a real party atmosphere in the stands. loving the passion the African football fans show in the stadium as they're all dancing, as we're getting some clips of it while we have this break in play. Now Nigeria with the throw-in on the far side of the field. Ball played back to their defensive line. It's now they knock it out wide to this near side as Ivory Coast come to press the ball, but Nigeria managing to keep the possession as now they kick the ball long down this near side as both sets of players trying to intercept the ball, challenging for it as now the referee blows for a foul, and that will be a free kick to Ivory Coast. Just a bit of a pull on the shirt there as they were tussling to win the ball. So thank you for that, Pure Lawless. Yeah, unfortunately, mate, that's the modern game, unfortunately, with the rumours. I know it's annoying, but that's the world we live in. Now, Ivory Coast with the possession as they play it back into the centre of the park. Now played out wide to this near side as Ivory Coast play the ball forward up towards the edge of the Nigeria box. Nigeria come across to challenge for it as Ivory Coast get the cross into the box, but it's knocked away by Nigeria. As now Nigeria on the attack, racing down this near side as a challenge comes in from Ivory Coast, and the referee blows for the foul. So free kick to Nigeria on this near side of the field. Yeah, just the Ivory Coast player there, just yanking on his shirt, just pulling his shirt. So free kick now to Nigeria, just inside their own half, right out on this near side, close to the halfway line. Nigeria take it short, playing it forward, quickly challenged by Ivory Coast as Ivory Coast win the possession back. And now coming together on this near side again, the referee blowing for another foul. Let's hope we don't have another whistle-happy referee. Kenny's saying, I think you have a good manager in Clement. Yeah, well, yeah, hopefully it proves out to be that way. I know Rangers fans seem quite happy with him up to now. Now, Ivory Coast with the possession. Now, challenged by Nigeria on the halfway line. It's Nigeria now knocking it out wide to that far side as the Ivory Coast challenge for it and intercept it. Now Ivory Coast trying to clear their lines as they play the ball forward. Now knocking it up the field as Nigeria challenge for it. Ivory Coast managing to keep the possession here as now they kick the ball long out wide to this near side as it just bounces away from them there and goes out of play for a throw-in on this near side to Nigeria. Pure Lloyd saying the board are afraid to put out money. Yeah, I can't argue with that. Sorry, guy. And Nigeria now on the attack down the middle as they play the ball out wide to this near side. Ball crossed into the box as Nigeria trying to hit it on the volley there, but quickly challenged by Ivory Coast as now both sets of players trying to win the ball outside the box. Ivory Coast win it, now playing it forward into the centre circle as they found space to run into. Now Ivory Coast playing it into the back, but good defending there by Nigeria as they managed to just quickly get bodies back behind the ball. Now playing it out wide on this near side as Nigeria racing towards the Ivory Coast box. Played in as a shot comes in there and it's deflected out wide on this near side as it goes out of play. Well, this game proving to be rather eventful, guys. Really end-to-end so far. Both teams bringing really one of the most entertaining first halves, first 10, 15 minutes I've seen of a game so far in both the Asia Cup and the Africa Cup of Nations. Been crying out for a game that's entertaining as this, guy. Some of the Asia Cup games have been pretty damn boring up to now, but the Africa Cup of Nations games have been quite good. But this is looking like one of the best ones I've seen so far. So far, we're 22, well, just coming up to 23 minutes gone, guys. As the corner comes in, and Nigeria just blast it wide as it's took another deflection there. So another corner on this near side for Nigeria. So thank you for that. That's fair statement, Pure Lollish. Yep, fair comment, mate. Apologies, guys. I'm not that I'm trying to ignore you. I want to, obviously, you guys know, I want you to feel involved in fun. Then it's just, this is a very short tournament. We've got a lot of fans outside the UK clicking in, checking us out. So obviously, I'm trying to keep the focus on the game for the Africa Cup of Nations games. But I will still read out your comments as best I can, guys. But as I say, I want to try and help attract some more fans to Fanden, so you guys can have more people to talk to in the Fanden community chat. And the Africa Cup of Nations gives us a chance to do that, to attract some fans outside the UK. And it also gives us a chance to learn about the Africa Cup of Nations, guys, because it's been quite an enjoyable tournament so far. As now Ivory Coast with the possession. Now they kick the ball long out wide to this near side as it's headed back into the centre of the field, as now Nigeria end up knocking it out of play on this near side, and that will be a throw into Ivory Coast, just inside the Nigeria half of the field, close to the halfway line. Piolo says, sounds like a good start for both teams, Gaz. Yeah, it's quite an enjoyable game so far, mate. Quite eventful, as we're just having a stoppage now for the water break. So obviously very hot out there in Ivory Coast, Africa. So always a water break when it's a daytime kickoff. But yeah, thank you for that, Pure Loyalist. You're absolutely right. Yeah, good game so far, mate. Thank you for that. Pure Loyalist saying, no, Gaz, we haven't signed anyone. I thought you got well. Obviously, I've not kept up to date with the transfer window up to now, but I'm sure you guys. Well, I was reading the other day, you guys linked with a couple of players, and I thought, didn't you guys sign a player on loan? I can't remember which club he was from now, but I definitely had you linked with players. But as I say, I've been a bit distracted with the Africa Cup of Nations. Obviously, trying to learn as much as I can in a short space of time, guys, to bring me up to scratch. Fantastic party atmosphere, though, in the stands. You want to see these. If you guys not watching it, you want to see the party atmosphere going on in the stands. It's absolutely fantastic from both Ivory Coast fans and Nigeria fans. Really getting into the vibe in the stands. Okay, well, fair enough, Pure Loyalist. I'll, as I say, I'll try and catch up with the transfer news when I get a chance, but just been really, really busy. So we're back underway after the water break now, guys. As Ivory Coast with the throw-in. Pure Loyalist saying, Ken Clement, spot on, mate. But it's his name as a manager that's being ruined due to a disgrace of a board. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I know quite a few fans not happy with the Rangers board. Now Ivory Coast with the possession. Now play it back into the centre of the park. As now Ivory Coast play the ball out wide on this near side as Nigeria just sitting off at the moment, as they're happy to let Ivory Coast have the possession on the halfway line. Ken is saying both Old Firm clubs have sensational support, but Premier League money sadly rules. Yep, it does, mate. It does. Hassan, how you doing, mate? Hassan, welcome to the show. Hassan saying hello, Gaz, Ken, Fish, Pure Lawless, Stevie, and all the other Fanden community. Hope all is well. Well, thank you very much for that, Hassan. Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you're doing well, and thank you for the positive vibes. Top stuff, mate. Now, Nigeria fouled on the halfway line there. The referee blows for the foul, and that will be a free kick to Nigeria on that far side, just on the edge of the centre circle. So thank you for that, Hassan. Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, just clumsy challenge there. Nigeria now playing the ball out wide on this near side as they come racing forward. Now ball crossed into the box as the goalkeeper manages to pluck the ball out the air. and that relieves the pressure momentarily for Ivory Coast. Now, Ivory Coast with the possession on that far side as Nigeria challenged for it, but Ivory Coast managing to play the ball through the middle as they try to get in behind there, but Nigeria quickly come across and challenge for it as they knock the ball out of play, and that will be a throw-in on the far side as I think one of the Nigeria players there is, I don't know if he's, well, he seems to have injured his leg there in the challenge as he's limping away. Ken saying Scottish TV deal pittance. Yeah, it's not great money, is it, mate? So throwing on the far side now for Ivory Coast as we're just waiting for the restart of the game, guys. One of the Nigeria players down in the box from that challenge as the medical staff just coming on to give him treatment. Ken saying, hi, Hassan. Awesome. Thank you, Ken. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. And Pure Lolly saying, these African fans know how to enjoy a game, unlike some. Absolutely, yeah. Well, absolutely well said, Pure Lolly. I think all fans know how to enjoy a game, but African fans certainly bring a fantastic party atmosphere to the game, don't they, mate? But yeah, thank you for that, Pure Lolly's top man. Thank you, mate. So if you're just joining us, guys, we are currently 30 minutes into the game and it's currently 0-0. It's been quite entertaining so far with opportunities at both ends, both teams creating chances in the box. If you are new to Fandom, guys, please do consider subscribing. Oh, now Ivory Coast get us back underway as now they knock the ball out towards the edge of the box. Now the shot comes in from distance, but the goalkeeper makes the save as Ivory Coast try to follow it up, hitting the deflected shot, deflected ball. But what a shot that was from about 25 yards out, maybe more. But as the ball deflected out to this near side, Ivory Coast tried to follow it up with another shot, but it was quickly challenged by Nigeria, who knocked the ball out of play for a corner on this near side to Ivory Coast. But really good effort, that from Ivory Coast. Really nice shot on goal, but equally good save by the goalkeeper. Now the ball, well, I thought we had a corner there, but it's not. So now the ball kicked long up the field. It's now Nigeria with the possession on this near side. Ivory Coast challenge for it as they managed to win it back momentarily, but now Nigeria win it right back as they play it forward. But just the ball just getting away from Isuman there as he's kicked it out of play unintentionally. Thank you for that, Pure Lollis. Ken saying, hi, Hassan. Thank you, Ken. Top stuff, mate. And Pure Lollis also saying, Hassan, hello, mate. Hope you're well. Thank you, guys. Loving the positive vibes. Really appreciate it, guys. As we're getting a lot of new people coming in and checking us out today, guys. So I'm trying to just ease off the clapper. But you guys, hope you really know that I appreciate the positive positive effort you guys make with each other. Thank you for that. Now Nigeria with the free kick on this near side. Ball crossed into the box as it's deep. Now Ivory Coast picking up the possession as they knock the ball out wide to that far side. Nigeria quickly making the challenge there as the ball deflected out of play for a throw-in to Ivory Coast on the far side. So thank you for that, Ken and Pure Lawless. You guys are class. Thank you. Ken saying it's the passion, excitement, joy that I love from the African fans. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Ken. Top stuff. You guys showing positivity towards the African Cup of Nations. Thank you for that, Ken. Really appreciate your kind words, mate. It's now Ivory Coast playing the ball out wide on that far side. It's now they race forward up towards the Nigeria box. Nigeria challenging for it as Ivory Coast win the ball back midway inside the Nigeria half on that far side. Now, well, Ivory Coast trying a shot there from distance, but it was blocked off by Nigeria. Now Nigeria chipping the ball forward as it's intercepted by Ivory Coast midway inside their own half. Now uh, Ivory Coast playing the ball forward, out wide to that far side as the ball just gets away from them there as it goes out of play, and that will be a throw into Nigeria midway inside their own half on the far side of the field. So thank you for that, Ken. Stevie's saying, hi, Hassan. All good, thanks. How's you? Awesome. Thank you, Stevie. Top man. Hassan saying, doing well. The other 2 days, I had to do my consultancy work and couldn't join the watch along, but great to be back. No worries, Hassan. No worries, mate. As I've always said, I totally understand you guys have other things going on, so you can't always come in, but I really appreciate the support you guys show whenever you can spare the time. So thank you for that, Hassan. As you guys know, I'm just trying to keep going, guys. I'm just keep grinding it out. The more watch alongs we get done, the more we attract new fans, and the sooner we get the Fandom project onto heading in the direction we want it to in the future. As I said, we'll always do match watch-alongs, but I'm doing a lot more than we will probably be doing in the future at the moment to try and make it easier for new fans to find us. And also, if we can get new fans interested, guys, it makes the chat more enjoyable for you guys to interact and meet other top-class fans like yourself as we continue to build Fandom. But thank you, Hassan. As I say, mate, always appreciate the support whenever you can. And thank you for that, mate. No need to worry about it. As I totally understand you guys have other things going on sometimes. I'm just extremely grateful for the support you guys show when you can. I know the Africa Cup of Nations a bit away from what we normally do here on Fandom, guys, but it's a very short tournament. It's very popular. So we'd be foolish to not make the most of it while it's here. It's only 3 weeks long, so we might as well try to make the most of it. And a lot of African fans here in the UK, as I'm sure you guys know as well. As now Nigeria with a free kick, ball crossed into the box as it's headed over the bar. Well, that was a good delivery into the box there. But thank you for that, Hassan. And hope you got your work done, mate. And thank you for being with us. Appreciated, mate. Pure Lolly saying, Ken, we've signed a new deal with Sky. Instead of 4 games, there will be 5 as far as I know. Awesome. That sounds good. Thank you for that, Pure Lolly. That sounds really good, mate. I'll have to pick your brains a bit more about that next time we do a UK game, which will be tomorrow. Hopefully, because UK football back. No UK football today, guys. But that gives us a great chance to try and make the most of this competition while it's here. Now, Ivory Coast with the possession on this near side as Nigeria come to challenge for it. Ivory Coast chip the ball forward as now it's in behind the Nigeria defence, but Nigeria just managing to get back there and intercept it as now they play it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper kicks the ball long, straight down the middle of the field as it's headed out wide on this near side. Now, Nigeria playing the ball back into the centre of the field as the challenge there by Ivory Coast, but managed to keep the possession under pressure. Now Nigeria knocking it out wide to that far side as they race forward down that far side of the field, and Ivory Coast challenge for the ball as it goes out of play on that far side and only a yard or two from the corner flag. So yeah, thank you for that. Interesting, very interesting, that Pure Loyalist. Hopefully I can talk to you a bit more about that on another game tomorrow, mate, because that sounds really interesting. It's not that I don't want to talk to you about it, mate. It's just obviously I'm trying to keep the focus on the Africa Cup of Nations, especially in a really active stream like this with a lot of new people coming, clicking in, checking us out. I'm sure you guys can see the numbers fluctuating in the background. That's what happens when we get a popular stream, that people will come in and check us out. They might not stay, but if we can get them to check us out 2 or 3 times, eventually we might attract them to stay. Now, Ball played out wide on that far side. It's now Ivory Coast on the attack. Nigeria quickly coming to challenge for the ball as it goes out of play for a throw-in on that far side, right next to the corner flag. But thank you for sharing that, Pure Lawless. Sounds good, mate. That sounds like really interesting info. And Stevie's saying, absolutely, Ken. Thank you, Stevie. Now Ivory Coast with the possession. As they play it back into the centre of the field. Now the ball chipped out wide on this near side as Nigeria come to challenge for it. But Ivory Coast managing to keep it as now the shot comes in, but it's not the best shot as the goalkeeper manages to intercept that quite comfortably. And now Nigeria can build from the back. Thank you, Stevie. And Ken saying, Hassan backfired up. He shall as bound us. I'm not understanding you there, Ken. That doesn't make any sense at all. Hassan backfired up. He shall as found us. Now Ivory Coast with a throw in on this near side as the ball thrown long up towards the halfway line. It's intercepted by Nigeria. Nigeria now with the possession in the centre circle as they kick the ball long up towards the edge of the box. But it's not. It's a good delivery, but no Nigeria player there to get on the end of it as it bounces all the way back to the Ivory Coast goalkeeper. Now Ivory Coast build from the back as they play the ball forward down the middle, working their way up towards the halfway line. Now, Ivory Coast playing the ball out wide to that far side as Nigeria come across to challenge. Ivory Coast with the possession, played back into the centre of the park. As now they come forward down the middle, working the way towards the edge of the box. Now Ivory Coast chipping the ball out wide on that far side as they come to the byline. Nigeria shifting players across to press and challenge for the ball as Ivory Coast now with the cross into the box. It's headed towards goal, but the goalkeeper manages to intercept that quite comfortably as it wasn't the best header. It was a good delivery into the box by Ivory Coast, but not the best ever. And Nigeria able to relieve the pressure. Now Nigeria trying to build from the back as they come forward. Ivory Coast quickly coming to press the ball as Nigeria now knock it out wide to that far side. So Stevie saying, no worries, Hassan. Great to have you whenever you can get involved. Absolutely. Well said, Stevie. Thank you for that, mate. Well said. And that applies to all you guys that are regular fan denners. That definitely applies to all you guys that are regular fan denners. We totally understand you're busy sometimes and can't always get involved, but we're always happy to see you when you've got the time to come and get involved in the Fanden community, as it's you guys that make the Fanden community being part of it. As now Ivory Coast with the possession midway inside their own half. Now working the ball up towards the centre circle as they play it out wide on that far side. Now coming into the Nigeria half as Nigeria managed to win the loose ball there as they play it back to their own goalkeeper. Now Nigeria to build from the back as the goalkeeper kicks the ball long up the field, looking to try and get in behind the Ivory Coast defence as Ivory Coast read it well there. And Nigeria come across to challenge for the ball, but the referee blows for a foul. So free kick to Ivory Coast. Taken quickly as now Ivory Coast racing forward up towards the halfway line. Ball played out wide on that far side as now Ivory Coast coming into the Nigeria half. Ball played into the centre. It's cut out by Nigeria as now Nigeria intercepting the ball, playing it back into the centre circle as now they knock the ball out wide on this near side, quickly trying to move up the field, but challenged there by Ivory Coast as they managed to get back and challenge for the ball. Now Ivory Coast with a long crossfield ball out wide to that far side, but unable to get the ball under control as it bounces out for a throw-in to Nigeria on the far side of the field. Pure Law is saying, Ken, supposed to bring in more cash to put in the business men's pocket, more like. Yeah, well, yeah, that's def, yeah, absolutely. Well said, Pure Lawless. Unfortunately, that is the way that football is at the moment in Europe. Now, Nigeria working the ball down that far side as they take it to the byline, but the ball just getting away from them there, and it goes out of play. Pure Lawless saying, well said, Gaz. The more, the merrier. Absolutely. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Kind of you to say, and thank you for the understanding, mate. As I say, guys, I always want to try and involve you guys in the community chat. It's just when we do special games like this, guys, as you can, I hope you can understand, it's important for me to try and focus on the commentary, because new fans clicking in don't know what we're about yet. They're brand new to the channel, so we got to try and give them something to get them interested. And the easiest thing is focusing on the game. If we're talking about the game, they know that's going to grab their interest straight off the bat. And then obviously if they get involved in the chat, then you guys can work your magic with the positive vibes that you guys always show, and make them feel welcome as part of the Fandom community, as I know you guys always try to make the effort for. So thank you for that, Pure Lawless, top man. Corner comes in now for Ivory Coast as it's knocked away. And we're up to 45 minutes, guys. There's now 3 minutes to be added on at the end of this first half. As now the ball on the halfway line. Both sets of players challenging for it as it's knocked out of play on this near side for another throw-in. Ken is saying, absolutely enjoy apple and cinnamon cheese. It's like eating cake. Cake, yum, yum. Okay, thank you, Ken. Pure Law is saying, wish we had the weather they have. We need to stop to put more clothing on, not for refreshment. Yeah, mate, you're absolutely right. I know it's very difficult to get in a dancing mood, isn't it? With the northwest, with the northern gale coming at you, whistling round the stands. So yeah, that northern wind with the ice cold rain. So yeah, I like that. Pure Lawless, well said, mate. Referee stopping play here. So we've got another goal kick. He has referee. What's he doing here? The referee having a word with the goalkeeper. So now the goalkeeper kicks the ball long up the field as it's out wide on this near side. Both sets of players challenge for it. It's now Nigeria winning the possession. Now Nigeria racing, knocking it out wide on this near side, but it just gets away from them there as the ball bounces out of play. And that will be a goal kick to Ivory Coast. So thank you for that, Pure Loyalist. You said it spot on, mate. Spot on. Steve is saying, Loyalist, be awesome to have more hotter weather. Absolutely well said. It certainly would for football. We would think it, but we're going to get to experience that in the summer, at least some of us anyway, as I expect the England and Scotland fans will bring an awesome party atmosphere to the European tournament in the summer in Germany. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see the Scottish fans all with the bagpipes and the kilts, and England fans with the lions and stuff. It's going to be absolutely awesome. But I know the Scottish fans will certainly bring a party atmosphere. There's always bagpipes when the Scotland qualify for the for tournaments, and I think the bagpipes add real character to the party atmosphere. So I'm looking forward to that, guys, as I hope you guys are too. Now, Ivory Coast playing the ball out wide to this near side, but unable to come forward as the referee blows the whistle for the half-time break. And at half-time, guys, it's finished Ivory Coast 0, Nigeria 0. Pretty good first half of football, guys. Plenty of efforts on goal at both ends of the pitch. And hopefully we'll have more of the same in the second half, but hopefully we'll have some goals to talk about as well. So let me quickly share the half-time stats on the screen. Let's have a look how that game has gone in numbers. So here we go, guys. Just bear with me a second. I'm going to bring it on the screen now. Let's get rid of that. Hope you guys doing well out there. Here we go. Don't worry if you can't read it. This is the halftime stats, guys, and this is how the game has gone in numbers. I will read it to you. So, total shots 6 for Ivory Coast, 7 for Nigeria. Shots on target 3 for Ivory Coast, none for Nigeria, although I don't think that's correct because I think we've seen a few more than that. Possession 61% for Ivory Coast, 39% for Nigeria. Passes 225 for Ivory Coast, 142 for Nigeria. Pass accuracy, 88% for Ivory Coast, 78% for Nigeria. Fouls, 6 each, so both teams equal fouls with 6 apiece. Yellow cards, none. Red cards, none. Offsides, 1 for Ivory Coast and 1 for Nigeria. Corners, 2 for Ivory Coast and 5 for Nigeria. So there you go, guys. I'll leave that on the screen for you guys to analyze. Let me just tell you what's going on in other games around the grounds, guys. If you missed it today, Ecuadorian Guyana winning 4-1 against Guinea-Bissau, 4-2, sorry, to Ecuadorian Guyana. And as we know right now, 0-0 Ivory Coast v Nigeria. Egypt kicking off against Ghana at 8 o'clock this evening here in the UK. In the Asia Cup, guys, Syria lost 1-0 to Australia earlier on today, this morning in the dinner time kickoff. Australia now top of the group on 6 points and pretty much qualified for the knockout stage. India have lost 3-0 to Uzbekistan, so Uzbekistan still can qualify, but India now out of the Asia Cup. Palestine currently playing against United Arab Emirates. 17 minutes gone in that one, guys, and it's currently 0-0. International friendlies, guys. Honduras played against Iceland earlier today. Iceland winning 2-0. As I say, no UK football today, guys. But there is a big game on tonight in Spain that you guys might be interested in, as Atletico Madrid taking on Real Madrid at 8:30 this evening. So that could be a cracking game. But thought you'd let you guys know about that. Women's Champions League, guys. One game in the Ladies Champions League. Slavia Prague ladies currently 0-0 with St. Potten ladies. 7 minutes gone in that game. So there you go. That brings you guys right up to date around the grounds. Let me come back to the chat and see what you guys are saying. Stevie saying, loyalist, be awesome. Yeah, thank you for that, Stevie. Be awesome to have the weather. You're right, Stevie. Would be nice to have the hot weather over in the UK, but we got it to look forward. Well, some UK football fans have got it to look forward to in the summer, obviously with the Euros tournament. Piolo is saying, Ken, enjoy, mate. I'm just about to have spaghetti bolognese homemade by the missus. Awesome. That sounds good. Pure loyalist. I like the sound of that. Yeah, you can't beat cooking from your wife. My missus can make some cracking meals, and she certainly knows how to satisfy my belly. Pure loyalist is saying, definitely, Stevie. Thank you for that, Pure loyalist. Top man. Thank you, mate. Kenny's saying, so long as she doesn't replace you instead by buying a rag doll YouTube video. Okay, Ken. Okay, mate. Don't forget, guys, please do hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, would be appreciated if you could consider subscribing. And thank you very much to you guys that have already hit the like button. Really appreciate the support, guys. Ken is saying, enjoy your tea, Pure Loyalist. Absolutely awesome. Thank you, Ken. Loving the positive vibes, mate. Pure Loyalist saying, oh, I will, Ken, mate. I will. Yeah, sounds good, mate. Ken, I know where to come if my missus refuses to cook anyway. Ken is saying, lady fed up of men, so boys are a rag doll. Okay. Thank you for that, Ken. Pure Lol is liking that as well. Pure Lol is saying, I've just eaten a box of after eights and it's only 20 to 6. Okay, you guys been on the comedy pills today. Kenny's saying, Hassan, scored prediction for this match, please. Yeah. Yeah, have you got a score prediction for us, Hassan? How do you think this one's going to turn out, mate? I know both these teams considered to be one of the favourites. Both of them favourites to go far in the competition. Both Ivory Coast and Nigeria favourites to go far in the competition. I'm not sure whether either of them are the favourites to win it, but I know they're both favourites to go far in the competition. Kenny's saying, many years ago, I believe you could only after 8 minutes after 8 p.m. Hassan is saying the AFCON was established in 1957 with with three nations. Nigeria won 3, and Ivory Coast won 2. Egypt won the most of 7 times. Senegal is defending champions now. Well, thank you very much for that, Hassan. Great info, mate. Top man. Thank you for that. Fantastic information there from Hassan. I didn't actually know all that, mate. I knew that. Obviously, I knew Senegal were the reigning champions, but I didn't know that the Africa Cup of Nations had started with 3 teams. So started with just 3 nations. So thank you for that, Hassan. Very informative, mate. Really appreciate you sharing that, mate. Top man. Awesome bit of info there from Hassan. Kent is saying, mind you, it is 8 p.m. In some places, some parts of the universe. Absolutely, yeah. Well said, Ken. Ken is saying, Senegal are my tip to be victorious in this tournament. Okay, Senegal. Yeah, fair enough. I'm quite liking the idea of Nigeria winning it. Actually, guys, I like the idea of Nigeria winning it. I think they got some passionate fans, but also I think Ivory Coast will be in for a good shout as well. But Egypt are always seem to be strong in it as well, don't they, guys? So it's anybody's to win it, innit? It's up there. It's whoever can keep the winning momentum going. I think that's the key in the tournament. Ken is saying, Hassan, thank you, Ken. Hassan, I think Ken's after a score prediction from you, mate. Pure Lol is saying, true, Ken. Thank you, Pure Lol. Thank you, mate. Pure Lol is saying, good info, Hassan. Absolutely well said. Thank you, Pure Lol. Well said, mate. Totally agree. Absolutely great bit of info there from Hassan. Geordie, how you doing, Geordie? Welcome to the show, mate. Geordie saying, away the lads. How's it going, Geordie? Always good to see you, mate. Welcome to the show. Hope you're having a good evening so far, mate. Pure Law is saying the linesman just got booked for waving his flag. He was only cooking himself, cooling himself down. Only joking. That's a good one, actually. Pure Loyalist. That's a good one. Yeah, wouldn't it be funny that if they actually got to stop with the flag, linesman's like, no, I wasn't waving the flag. I'm just cooling myself down to it because it's too damn hot. Yeah, that would be hilarious, wouldn't it, mate? Kenny's saying, hi, Geordie. You good? Awesome. Thank you, Ken. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, mate. Pure Lawless also welcoming Geordie. You guys are absolutely class. Thank you, guys. Loving the positive vibes. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. Geordie saying, Ken, Fish, hello, mate. Yeah, I am good. How are you? Awesome. Thank you, Geordie. Top stuff, mate. And Geordie also saying, Pure Lawless, hello, mate. Big up. Awesome. Thank you, Geordie. You guys are absolutely amazing with the positivity. Loving it, guys. Loving it. Thank you. Pure Lawless with a thumbs up. Top stuff, mate. Thank you. And Ken saying, fine, enjoy Fine, enjoying the AFCON. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Ken. Yep. Awesome. Enjoying the Africa Cup of Nations. It's been a good tournament so far. Geordie's saying we need to beat the Fulham. We need to beat the Fulham in the FA Cup, mate. We need to revive our winning form. Okay, Geordie. Yep, that's the first statement, mate. Fair comment. Pure Lloyd saying, Geordie, yous will beat Fulham. Yeah, well, hopefully Newcastle just suffering. Newcastle just suffered quite badly over the last 2 months with injuries. But I hear that obviously Geordie can tell me better, but I am hearing that Newcastle have managed to get some of their injured players back in the team now. So hopefully that helps them get back on track. Pure Law is saying good starts for Ivory Coast, Gads, although it's been a close game from both teams. Absolutely, yeah, well said. Pure Law, spot on, mate. Spot on. Yeah, I'm surprised actually. I've got to be honest, mate. I'm surprised that there was no shot on target from Ivory Coast because sorry, from Nigeria, sorry, because the stats telling us the no shot on target for Nigeria. But I'm sure I saw at least one shot on target from Nigeria in that first half. I know Ivory Coast did have the slightly better of the chances, but I'm sure I saw at least one shot on target. In fact, I did, yeah, because there was a ball crossed into the box. That was a shot, but they must have. I don't know whether they've not classed that as a shot, but I know there was one shot that came in that was kind of class. It was kind of half slash cross slash shot, if you get what I mean. So it looked like a cross, but it ended up being a shot. So I don't know whether they've counted that. Maybe that's why there's no. It's not showing a shot on goal, but it should be counted. But thank you for that. Pure Lawless, well said, mate. Ken is saying, but finishing, not the clinical. Yeah, that's sometimes it, mate. But as you know, sometimes we see that in the Euros, we see that in the World Cup as well, mate. And we also sometimes see it in the Champions League, don't we, mate? Sometimes these teams, when they come up, obviously Nigeria and Costa Rica, Nigeria and Ivory Coast, both very much, obviously, considered good teams within the Africa Cup of Nations. So they're kind of both favourites. So maybe they've got themselves a little bit too hyped up, before the game. We've seen that before, haven't we, guys? We've seen it in the Champions League when the big clubs come up against each other. You're expecting a good game. I mean, how many times have we seen Liverpool and Manchester City play each other? It's hyped up. I think the last time they played, it was hyped up. They came back after an international break. They played their game against each other just after an international break. It was all hyped up by the mainstream media. Oh, the big game, Liverpool, Man City, we're in for a cracker. And then it ended up, I think did it end up being a 0-0 or 1-1 or something? Not quite the same quality we used to for those teams. And then I remember it because I remember Klopp going mad about saying that you expect us to come and play our best football when you give us a 12:30 kickoff straight after an international break, because obviously he was not happy with the lack of time to prepare for the game because he only had his players back on the Friday and they was playing on the Saturday dinner time. So I remember that quite well, and the game ended up being a bit poor for what we would expect from those two solid, quality teams. So I think sometimes players just get themselves a bit too pumped up, and then maybe don't always show their best football. As Ken is rightly pointing out, not very clinical in front of goal. And sometimes I think that maybe comes because of players just getting too excited for the game, pumping themselves up too much, and then obviously then they kind of snatch at chances and don't, show the best quality that we know they can do. So we have great point that, Ken. Thank you, mate. Ken also saying, any plans to stream ladies matches, Gaz? Well, I have already done some ladies matches. We did the Ladies World Cup when that came around, but no, as far as club games are concerned, at the moment, with how much I'm trying to do on my own, adding the ladies' games would just overwhelm me, mate, because I'm already on the verge of overwhelmed with what I'm doing. So I hope to do some ladies' games in the future, mate, but I'm obviously the most important thing for me right now is try and find some good people to possibly work with. So obviously then I can increase what we're doing on Fandom. But in right now, no. But in the future, yes, definitely want to do some ladies football in the future. I'm involved in part as Fandom. I would be doing it right now, mate, if I had 8 arms. If I had 8 arms and 6 eyes, then I would be doing it right now. But unfortunately, I've only got 2 arms and 2 eyes. So it's just I just can't do any more than what I'm already doing, mate. I'm literally um, maxing myself out every day with what I'm doing with my normal job and Fandom. And obviously, as I keep pointing out to you guys, don't want to keep banging on about it. But at the moment, Fandom is still very much a hobby. I hope that changes in the future because it'll certainly make it easier if I can do it as a full-time job. But at the moment, that isn't possible. So I've just got to keep chipping away and doing what I can and giving up every bit of my spare time, mate. To build Fandom. I've even got friends that are not happy about it. I've got family that are not happy about it, but I'm staying focused because I'm determined to make a success of it. And if it does fail, if Fandom fails, then at least I know I had a good go of it. So I'm maxing myself out at the moment, Ken. I would love to do ladies football and include it, but at the moment, mate, I'm overwhelmed with what I've already got on. So there's just no time. If we get international ladies games, I'll try and add that in. But as far as club games are concerned, at the moment it's just too much to add on to what I'm already doing, mate. So sorry about that, Ken. But I give you my word. Hope I hope genuinely to involve ladies football in Fandom in the future, mate. But as I say, right now it's just too much. Pure Loy saying Ken Rangers ladies won 10-0 against Dundee ladies the other day. All right, okay, thank you for that, mate. Right, guys, we're back underway for the second half, so you'll have to forgive me as I'm going to get back focused on the game, but I will still try to read out some of your comments during this second half as best I can. So we've now got a player down on the field receiving treatment as the medical staff just come on to check him out. Hassan is saying, my prediction 2-1 Ivory Coast. Well, thank you for that, Hassan. Good shout, mate. Yeah, that's a good shout. I think, was it Ken? I think Ken said 2-1 earlier as well for Ivory Coast. And I think Loyalist said 1-1. Is that right? Am I remembering correctly, guys? Let me know if I've got it wrong. I'm sure Pure Loy said 1-1 and Ken said 2-1, the same as you, Hassan. So yeah, thank you for that, Hassan. Top man, appreciate it, mate. Thank you for that. Pure Loy saying, think our A team needs some tips off the ladies. Awesome, yeah. I like that. Well said, Pure Loy. At least you're honest, mate. Now, Ivory Coast playing the ball down this near side as it's challenged by Nigeria. Nigeria now winning back the possession as they play the ball back in to the centre of the field. Now it's played out wide on that far side. This flask is magic. I love that flask. I absolutely love that flask. My other cup of tea's gone cold, but the coffee in my flask that was made 3 hours ago is still warm. It's amazing, that flask. It's one of the best flasks I've ever had. Well, cup flasks anyway. Obviously, these cup flasks, as I'm sure you guys know, well, you've probably got them for work yourselves. So most of them are crap. They just don't last. They don't you don't keep your hot drink warm for long enough, do they? But this one that I've got, it's kind of a bit of a posh one, and it's I'm really impressed with it. I got it as a present, but it keeps it keeps your hot drink warm for ages, guys. I think it's kind of well, I think it's bought from somewhere I would never shop. Let's put it that way. M&S is somewhere I would never shop. I'm too common for that, guys. Even if I was a rich man, I still wouldn't shop there. Not at all. Now, Ivory Coast winning the ball back on this near side as they chip the ball forward. It's intercepted by Nigeria. Nigeria now with the possession midway inside their own half as now they chip the ball out wide to that far side. Now, challenged by both sets of players as Ivory Coast trying to keep the possession, but Nigeria have challenged for it, and it's gone out of play on that far side for a throw-in. So throwing on the far side of the field as Ivory Coast take it quickly. Now the ball played into the centre circle as Nigeria come to challenge for it. And now Ivory Coast just happy to play it along the halfway line as now they creep forward into the Nigeria half of the field. Now it's played out wide on this near side. Nigeria coming to press the ball as Ivory Coast just play it back towards the halfway line. Now they play it into the centre circle as they switch the play out to that far side. Now the ball played forward as both sets of players come to win the ball there, but the referee blows for the foul, and that will be a free kick to Nigeria on the far side. Kenny's saying, thank you, Hassan. Geordie, Geordie's turn. Thank you, Ken. Thank you for that, mate. So that's going to be a free kick for Nigeria. I'm just waiting for the free kick to be taken, guys. The referee's just having a word with the players here. Referee stopped the play to talk to the players. If you just joined us, guys, we're currently 50 minutes into the game. It's Ivory Coast 0, Nigeria 0. Quite an entertaining game so far. Now Nigeria with the possession on that far side. Ball chipped forward as both sets of players challenging for on the edge of the box. As now it's knocked into the box. Nigeria with a shot. And the goalkeeper makes the save at the near post as the ball deflected out towards the edge of the box. And we've got a Nigeria player down in the box as Nigeria continue to play. Ivory Coast challenge for it. Now Nigeria playing the ball forward on that far side. It's now they play it back into the centre, and eventually they do knock the ball out of play as we've still got the Nigeria player down inside the box from the earlier effort on goal. Ken is saying three beatums competing for Scottish title. Oh, 3 teams. All right, the V throw me off. Thank you for that, Ken. Sorry, mate. The V threw me off there, mate. Yeah, that I've actually not looked at the Scottish table for a few weeks, mate. But I know it's been a lot more competitive this season, which is fantastic for Scottish football. Absolutely fantastic. Pure saying Hassan, same as my prediction, mate. Awesome. Thank you, Pure Lawless. So VAR check, guys. We're waiting for a VAR check for something here. I think it's for the challenge. So the referee coming over to look at the monitor. I didn't see an awful lot wrong with the challenge, but clearly something's been spotted. Ken is saying, on TV, I have seen a number of Scottish ladies games on tube of the screen, Jags games. Right. Okay, thank you, Ken. Piolo is saying, Gaz, comment regarding the linesman. Yeah, thank you for that, mate. I've actually not seen any evidence of too much pie in this tournament at the moment, mate. Hassan is saying Morocco with the World Cup momentum and the quality of their players is more likely to win. But Senegal, Cameroon, and Ivory Coast can challenge. Thank you for that, Hassan. Well, thank you. Another bit of great info there from Hassan. Thank you, mate. Oh, we got a penalty after the VAR check here, guys. So the referee has gone across to check the VAR, and we've got a penalty for the challenge inside the box. Let's have a look at this. How is that a penalty? Well, that looks like a really bad decision from me, guys. There's no way that's a penalty, in my opinion. That's a 50-50 challenge, 50-50 ball. Both sets of players equally went to win the ball. I don't think it's a penalty, but the referee has given it. So Nigeria now with the penalty. Ken saying it's an open tournament and already a number of shocks. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Ken. So waiting for this penalty now, guys, for Nigeria. The VAR has awarded a penalty to Nigeria. Nigeria now to take it as he smashed the ball into the back of the net. The goalkeeper going the wrong way. And Nigeria take the lead. Well, the Ivory Coast manager doesn't look happy on the touchline. But yeah, well said, Ken. Open tournament, absolutely well said, mate. It's great having an open tournament. You want different teams to be able to win it. What's the point in having a tournament if we know who's going to win it? But yeah, absolutely well said, Ken. Thank you for that, mate. Hassan saying, I think Nigeria had one shot on target, but it was deemed offside. Ah, right. Thank you for that, Hassan. Thank you. Yeah, I thought they had a shot. They did, didn't they, mate? Yep. See, you spotted it as well. Top man. Top man. I'm glad you said that, Hassan. I'm glad you said that because I thought I was imagining it, mate. So thank you for that, Hassan. Top stuff, mate. I'm scratching my head when I seen that they hadn't counted even a shot. I'm sure they had at least one shot because we knew that, like I say, it's been end to end, hasn't it? But yeah, thank you for that, Hassan. So now the ball played long down the field as it's gone out of play, and that is going to be, I think it's going as a goal kick. The players are looking confused at the moment with the referee's decision. Nigeria fans in full party mode in the stands as they celebrate that goal. If you just joined us, guys, we're 55, well, just coming up to 56 minutes gone, and it's Ivory Coast 0, Nigeria 1 from what is a controversial penalty. Now the ball played out wide on that far side as it's headed out of play, and that will be a throw-in on the far side of the field. So thank you for that, Hassan. Top man. Now Nigeria with the throw-in as the ball thrown long, but the referee what's he blown? He's blown for another foul here. This referee's a bit whistle happy, isn't he? Now Ivory Coast playing out from the back as they knock the ball out to this near side. Nigeria quickly come across to challenge for the ball, but Ivory Coast manages to keep the possession as they just play it into the centre of the field. Now the ball knocked forward as Ivory Coast trying to work it down this near side, but Nigeria quickly come to press and challenge for the ball as now Ivory Coast with the ball in the centre. Now they chip the ball forward into the box as the goalkeeper comes to punch it away and manages to do so as the ball goes all the way back to the halfway line. Now Ivory Coast cross it out wide to that far side as they try to come forward now on the far side. Ball chipped over the top as now ball crossed into the boxes as Nigeria managing to head it away out to this near side. And now the referee's blown the whistle again. What's he blown for now? Oh my God, this referee is just blowing the whistle for absolutely everything. Oh, come on, ref. He's blown it for an offside. That is not that well. Honest, it's getting ridiculous with this offside, isn't it? We're getting offsides now. We're getting offsides for fingernails. Do you know what I mean? Come on, it's a fingernail that's offside. That's ridiculous. So you better make sure if you're a man, you don't get thinking about ladies. You don't when you're playing football, guys. Don't start thinking about the ladies because certain things might make you offside if you get ladies' thoughts in your head while you're playing football. So make sure when you're playing football next time, guys, don't be thinking about the ladies because that could put you offside. If you get what I mean, guys. Even if you think you're offside, certain things could get you offside with the way that they're playing this offside rule now. It makes you feel plays. We'll get to the point, won't we, where football players will be saying, ban the ladies from the stadium because they don't want to get caught offside. So I hope you guys, it's a bit of adult humour, but I'm trying to disguise it, guys, because there could be kids about. Jordy is saying, Ivan Toney is back, but I guess he won't be having a good form. Booze, Brentford are just struggling at the moment. Okay, thank you for that, Jordy. Interesting comment, mate. Interesting comment. I'm not ignoring you, mate. It's just I'm trying to keep focused on the Africa Cup of Nations for this game, mate, as we're getting a lot of new viewers popping in the background. They might not be talking, but they're checking us out, and that's important. So as I found on YouTube, talking to other YouTubers, guys, you can get people coming in your channel to check you out 2-3 times and might not subscribe. But eventually, if you keep attracting them, eventually they might see a stream where they do subscribe and suddenly decide that they like your channel. So that's what we've got to keep in mind sometimes when we're doing these games away from what we normally do. But thank you for that, Jordy, top man. Appreciate that, mate. Interesting comment. So now, Ivory Coast with the throw-in on that far side as the ball thrown long up the field. It's intercepted. Oh, referee, come on. Every time the game just gets going, the referee stops the play. Oh, I'm telling you, if I was a player on this pitch, I would end up strangling the referee. Like, I don't mean literally, guys. It's a figure of speech. Figure of speech. Now Nigeria lose the possession as Ivory Coast player out wide on this near side. Now coming forward, but I intercepted there by Nigeria. Nigeria now like trying to hit Ivory Coast on the counter-attack as they race forward. Ball crossed into the boxes. Ivory Coast just managed to get back and intercept it as they've knocked it out of play. And that will be a corner on this near side. Pure Lawless saying, Hassan, I think you're correct. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Nice one, mate. Hassan saying, with the international break, the South American players will not have time to rest at all. No, you're right, Hassan. I know, mate. It's very much the same in the UK. I think the UK's with the international break. I think the UK's players' break, their time off has been reduced to literally a week and a half. So the players that have played all year in the UK and then go and play for the international duty in the summer are only going to get a week and a half off with their family and then straight back to training. We're just burning out the players, guys. That's all we're doing. With these big corporate companies all trying to milk their piece of the pie, all we're doing is burning out players. Thank you for that, Hassan. Now the ball played out wide on this near side as Nigeria coming forward. All right, guys, I'm way too behind here. Oh, now Nigeria racing forward as Ivory Coast make the challenge. And now Ivory Coast playing the ball out wide to that far side. Ball played forward as it's knocked up the field, but intercepted there by Nigeria. Nigeria now playing it down that far side. Ball crossed into the box as it's headed away by Ivory Coast as the ball bounces out of play on that far side. And Nigeria really trying to turn the screw here. Jordy saying, I would predict Ivory Coast 1, Nigeria 1. Okay, thank you for that, Jordy. Interesting. Thank you, mate. I think that's second 1-1 draw prediction we've had tonight, mate. So corner for Nigeria here, guys. 63 minutes. Excuse me. We've got 63 minutes gone. And it's currently Ivory Coast 0, Nigeria 1. And Ivory Coast player down in the box as the medical staff come to check on him. So we're waiting for this corner's been stopped and paused. So they paused the corner being taken. So thank you for that, Jordy. Good shout, mate. Pure Lois saying Ken said 1-1. I said 2-1. And now, yep. So and Hassan said 2-1 as well. So two of you guys going for 1-1 and two of you guys going for a 2-1. Thank you. Hassan saying Ivory Tony is back, but they will be missing good numbers of players to AFCON, including Frank Oniaki plays for Nigeria, and Wissa of DR Congo. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that, Hassan. Appreciated, mate. I think a few clubs are struggling with losing players at the moment. Kenny saying thank you, Geordie. Thanks, Hassan. Awesome. Thank you, Ken. Loving the positive vibe. Pure Lord saying, Geordie, fair shout, mate. At one each, play it safe. Absolutely right, guys. Sorry, but I'm that far behind here. I'm going to skip right down to the bottom, catch up a bit. Now, Ivory Coast with the possession on the halfway line. As now they play it out to that far side. Now coming back inside as Nigeria now compact their formation. Now it's played out wide on this near side as Nigeria make another soft foul, guys. Well, that was absolutely minimal contact. This referee didn't even stop to see the actual. There's not even any contact. There's not even any contact. Oh my God. There's not even any contact. I've just seen the replay. There is no contact. And yet the referee has been conned and blows the whistle happily. Absolutely disgraceful. No contact and a foul. Oh my God. Simulated foul. What a joke. Do these players not have any pride whatsoever as professional players? We just keep seeing it over and over in every tournament around the world. No professional pride. Shocking. So substitutions here for Ivory Coast. Piolo said, Jamie, that was it, mate. Jamie also saying, Pure, he already, he all right on Tuesday. Okay, thank you for that. Jamie, welcome to the show, mate. Hope you're doing well. Ball played out wide on that far side. As now it's crossed into the box. Nigeria intercept it there as Ivory Coast challenge for it. Now Nigeria pushed out wide on this near side as Ivory Coast come and challenge for the ball, and it goes out of play for a throw-in. Pure Lloyd saying, Jamie, definitely the Liverpool game, mate. Okay, thank you, mate. Jamie Wotton saying, this why everyone don't like the refs, players going down for nothing. Absolutely well said, Jamie. Well said, mate. Spot on. Now the ball knocked up the field as Nigeria winning the ball. They play it back to the goalkeeper. Well, a foul comes in there, but the referee not giving it, and that was after the ball was played. Challenge coming in from behind on the Ivory Coast player, fouling Nigeria's player. Well, they were just in a tussle there. Now the ball knocked up into the centre circle as Ivory Coast with the possession. They tried to play it out wide on that far side, but it's challenged by Nigeria. But yeah, well said for that, Jamie. I know it's annoying, mate. I totally agree. It's getting really annoying with these fake fouls and soft foul. I thought it was a soft foul, but when I've seen the replay, you can see there's no contact. There's absolutely no contact. So it's shocking. Now the ball played out wide on this near side for Ivory Coast as they keep the pressure on. Nigeria preg back into their own half here as Ivory Coast switched the play out to the far side. Now ball crossed into the box as it's headed away by Nigeria. Ivory Coast picking up the possession just outside the box, but not keeping it controlled well as Ivory Coast lose it. Now Nigeria almost winning it there, but the referee has blown for the foul. The referee's a joke. This referee is a joke. He's not a referee. He hasn't got a clue of the rules of the game. All he is doing is blowing the whistle every time he sees contact. That is all he's doing. He's just blowing the whistle every time there's contact. If you want to see these Ivory Coast fans, guys, fantastic atmosphere in the stands as the Ivory Coast fans with their back to the game, but dancing away, bopping away, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. And makes me feel African. Getting with it in the stands. Come on, Africa. Come on, Africa. Cup of Nations. Sorry, guys. I'm just feeling the vibe. Feeling the vibe. As you guys can tell, I don't mind making a pillock of myself. It's all good. Life's too short. Ivory Coast now with a shot from distance as the ball deflected over the bar. Yeah, they have a positive effect on you, seeing the fans partying like that. Gets me in the mood for a game. I want to go to a game and go and party it out. I would suit Africa me so well, guys, with that party atmosphere. I get annoyed with Bolton fans being miserable, sitting there like they're in a damn library when I go to Bolton games. I'm the oddball. I am the oddball when it comes to being a football fan. You will certainly find it difficult to keep me sat on my seat unless the game's absolutely boring. Then you've got nothing else to do, have you, but sit on your seat. But yeah, it's a water break. It's a water break, guys. So I'm feeling a bit stupid. Ken is saying fans are still upset about dance decisions, but it's gone. I don't like people said that they have been robbed. The bottom teams get the bad decisions. No, that's a fair comment, Ken. Yep, fair comment, mate. So we're just having the water break, guys. We're on 71 minutes gone. Ivory Coast 0, Nigeria 1, as we're just having a water break at the moment. Jamie's saying pure. Fair enough, mate. Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. Nice one, mate. Kenny's saying don't rip the cable, Gaz. That means no funding. No worries, mate. No worries. I know I've got a lot of cables around my neck. See, Ken's remembering I've said I've got wires all around me, underneath the table and stuff. Thank you for that, Ken. Well remembered, mate. So players have had the water break now as they just come back onto the field. Ken is saying for Ken. No worries. Thank you for that, mate. Top stuff. Ken saying, and the rest of the fan denners. Absolutely. Thank you, Ken. Jamie saying, this ref, he don't know what his job is. Absolutely, Jamie. Yeah. Well said, mate. Well said. It's just like, say, just blowing the whistle every time he sees contact, isn't he, guys? Goalkeeper now kicks the ball long up the field as both sets the players challenging for it. Now it's knocked out wide on that far side as Nigeria with the possession. Jamie saying party, party. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Jamie. And Geordie liking that as well. Top stuff, guys. Geordie liking it as well. Loving the positivity from you guys. Thank you very much. We've got another foul on the far side of the field here. Pure Lawless saying, well, folks, dinner time for me. Catch up soon. Take care. Catch up soon. Great bunch of guys. Not to forget Minnie Mo. All the best. Well, thank you very much, Pure Lawless. Top man. Loving the positive vibes, mate. Enjoy your evening meal, mate. Stay safe and well. And best wishes to you and the family. Top stuff. Pure Lawless. Awesome. Thank you for that, mate. Thank you for that, mate. So just had another shot there from Ivory Coast as it's gone wide of the post. So, yeah, enjoy your food, mate. And thank you, as always. Enjoyed your conversation and company today. Pure Lawless. Take care, mate. Best wishes to you and the families. Now, Ivory Coast playing the ball out wide on this near side. As they just managed to keep it in play there. Also, no, it's just got away from them now as it's gone out for a throw-in to Nigeria. Nigeria now with the throw-in midway inside the Ivory Coast half. Ball played long up the field as Ivory Coast managing to win a free kick because the referee's an absolute muppet. He's just blown again just for contact. The honest where they get these referees from for this competition. The football is great, guys, but the refereeing standard is like it's like worse than non-league standard. It really is. I can't believe this referee just touch you and it's a foul. Touch you, it's a foul. Touch you, it's a foul. What if you breathe wrong? Is that foul? It's unbelievable. Now Nigeria playing the ball out wide to this. Ivory Coast playing the ball out wide to this near side as Nigeria challenge for it. Ivory Coast taking it to the byline, but the ball eventually knocked behind, and that will be a goal kick to Nigeria. Jordy saying, ban the football referees. They are disgusting. Absolutely well said, Jordy. Totally agree, mate. Well said. So we've got a corner now for Ivory Coast. Corner comes in. It's deep. Headed towards goal, and it's just over the top of the crossbar. And that will be our goal kick to Nigeria. That was a good effort, but just couldn't get it on target. Yeah, it's a shame about the referees, guys, because I'm enjoying this tournament. The football is decent. Some real attack-minded players. But all teams obviously are contributing and taking part. Have been playing some really nice football. We know it's not the standard, obviously the high standards that we see from the likes of Spain and Brazil. It's not that kind of football, but it's very enjoyable football. Both teams going at it in many of the games, very competitive. But the referees are just letting the tournament down, aren't they, guys? I think the whole tournament is brilliant. The players putting in the effort is brilliant. The football is brilliant. The fans are brilliant. But the referees are a disgrace. I think they must have found some of these refs off a shipwreck somewhere or something. It's like they've never watched football, innit, guys? So thank you for that. Geordie saying, ban the ref. Thank you for that, mate. I read that one out. Thank you, Geordie. Now, Ivory Coast knocking the ball down this near side as it's challenged by Nigeria, and that will be a foul. Nigeria not given a foul there as they play the ball forward. Now knocking it out wide to that far side as they edge the way towards the Ivory Coast box. Ivory Coast challenge for it on that far side as they now win it back. Now Ivory Coast racing forward down that far side as they come into the Nigeria half. Nigeria challenge for it. Now Ivory Coast chip it towards goal, but it's intercepted by Nigeria, who managed to blast the ball up the field. Now Nigeria trying to play away, but touched by the Ivory Coast defender there. Was that a foul? Where's the... Well, all right, I'll give that one. It is a foul, but it is still minimal contact. You could see the Ivory Coast player there was making every effort to not yank on his shirt. Obviously, he was putting hands on him, but he was trying to keep it to an absolute minimum. But still the foul given. Nigeria now with the free kick on the edge of the centre circle as they play it out wide on that far side. Now ball played long down the field as both sets of players trying to keep it in play there, but the referee has blown again on his... Take the referee's whistle off him, please. Please. Geordie saying, Pure Lawless, big up, mate. Awesome. Thank you, Geordie. Thank you, mate. Ken is saying, is it Minnie's birthday, Pure Lawless? Not that I'm aware of, mate. Not I'm aware of, but she's a valued member of the Fandeng community when she's got the time to get involved. Now, Ivory Coast working the ball down this near side as Nigeria challenge for it. Nigeria winning it back momentarily there, but unable to keep it as Ivory Coast challenge for it on this near side, but Nigeria trying to play out of a cul-de-sac here, but Ivory Coast do win it. Now they play it into the box, but a loose ball there is intercepted by Nigeria as eventually they win the ball, win a free kick on this near side. And Pure Loyalist with a thumbs up to Geordie. Thank you, Pure Loyalist, top man. Thank you, mate. And Pure Loyalist saying, happy birthday, Mini Mo. Okay, well, where do you guys get that it's her birthday? I don't know. I haven't seen her for a few days, but I'm not aware that it's her birthday. If it is, we wish her a happy birthday. So thank you for that, Pure Loyalist, but I'm not sure it is, you know. So substitution here, guys. Substitution. Nigeria making a substitution here. Jamie saying egg and chips for tea. Oh, sounds good, Jamie. Sounds good, mate. So Nigeria now making a substitution. Also, Ivory Coast making a substitution. Now the ball played long up the field as Ivory Coast intercept it. Challenged by Niger. Oh, for crying out loud. This referee, he needs to get some lessons in how to referee a game. All he's doing is blowing the whistle every time there's contact. Now the ball played out wide on that far side for the Ivory Coast as they now come forward, racing towards the edge of the box. Attempted cross. Cross comes in as Ivory Coast trying to get the shot off, but challenged by Niger. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, the referee blown the whistle again. This time I think it's for the offside flag on the far side. She's breaking up the game too much, guys. That's why he's annoying me, because he's just stopping the game too much and not letting the game flow. That's the whole beauty of football. That's what we love about it. When we see the game flow, that's when it's more enjoyable. When it's stop-start like this, it's not enjoyable. But I'm loving the party atmosphere from the African fans. It's amazing. Loving it. I want to get there and party away myself, put all my luminous clothes on and get in right amongst the fans and party away. Now Ivory Coast with the possession on that far side. Ball played forward as challenged by Nigeria. Now Ivory Coast chipping the ball forward as Nigeria chip the ball back into the Ivory Coast half. Ivory Coast now with the possession, played out wide on this near side as now they come forward. Nigeria come to challenge for the ball, but Ivory Coast just play the ball back into the centre of the circle. Now played forward as it's knocked out wide on that far side. It's now Ivory Coast trying to keep the possession there as Nigeria challenge for it, winning it back momentarily as they play it forward, but it's intercepted by Ivory Coast. Now Ivory Coast coming forward towards the edge of the box as a challenge comes in from Nigeria, and the ball deflected behind for a corner on the far side of the field. Pure Loyalist saying, Jamie, spaghetti, mate. Awesome. Thank you, Pure Loyalist. Nice. Jamie saying, nice, Pure Loyalist. Nice. Thank you, Jamie. Top stuff, mate. Hassan saying, the main ref is Mustafa Gospela of Algeria. Okay, thank you, Hassan. I just think he's stopping the game too much, mate. Nigeria now on the attack as they race forward into the Ivory Coast box. Challenge comes in as Nigeria go to ground there. And the referee waves the foul away. It's now Ivory Coast on the attack, playing it out wide to that far side as they work the ball up the field. Now ball played back into the centre circle as it's played out wide to this near side as Ivory Coast trying to create some space. Nigeria come to challenge for the ball. It's now Ivory Coast play it out wide to that far side. But thank you, Hassan. Thank you, mate. Is that the referee who's refereeing this game? Is that who it is? Is that who you're on about? This Mustafa Gobal? Is that the referee in this game, Hassan? I've not had a chance to look, mate, but thank you for the interest. Thank you for informing me, mate. Really appreciate it. I just think, like I say, mate, I just think he's stopping the game way too much. I get there's fouls and there's got to be stoppages. I get that, but this you got you if you're watching the game, mate. Surely you got to be seeing that some of these challenges are soft challenges. They wouldn't be given in the Champions League like that, would they? Some of these fouls, definitely. I don't think so. Ivory Coast with another substitution there as they bring on another forward. Ivory Coast, so clearly trying to planning to pack the box with attacking players. But thank you for that, Hassan. You are a gentleman, mate. Piolo is saying, Ken, sorry, mate. I thought you said it was Minnie's Mo's birthday. Misread your comment, but it will be uh, at some point. No worries, no worries. But yeah, no worries, Piolo. No worries. I'm not aware that it's a birthday. But if it is, I will certainly let her know that you sent her well wishes. But I don't think it is, mate. I've not heard her mentioning it. But thank you for that, pure lawless. Now the ball played out wide on this near side as Ivory Coast trying to come forward now. Hassan is saying camera on Diderot Drogba. The former Chelsea Didier Drogba, sorry, the former Chelsea player, Ivory Coast, Ivorian, sitting at the stands. Awesome. Well, I missed that, Hassan. I missed that, but thank you for that, mate. So goal kick now for Nigeria. Thank you for that, Hassan. Yeah, I missed that clip, mate. I didn't see it, but yeah, I do know he played for Ivory Coast. What a player he was, Didier Drogba. Amazing player. Absolutely amazing player. And he's done great things in Africa as well, hasn't he, mate? I believe he's opened a um, football academy in Africa. I believe he's invested some of his money that he's earned from football into an academy in Africa. So fantastic from Didier Drogba, and I believe he's also done a few charitable events in Africa as well. So massive respect to Didier Drogba, and we miss watching his talent, don't we, guys? Ball chipped forward now by Ivory Coast, chipped forward in behind, but the ball just getting away from him there as it goes behind, and that will be a goal kick. Jamie laughing, pure lies. Thank you, Jamie. And pure lies saying Hassan Drogba was some player, mate. Absolutely, you're right. Pure lies, he certainly was, mate. He certainly was. You better go and get your food, mate. Otherwise, it'll be getting cold. Hassan is saying there is too much whistling from the ref. It really kills the game. I agree. Well said, Hassan. I totally agree, mate. Don't want to be banging on about the referee, but it is true. He's just ruining it because he's blowing the whistle too much. Well said, Hassan. I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it. That I'm not, because I'm sitting here thinking, is it just me being picky? But no, I do feel that he's blowing the whistle way too much. But thank you for that, Hassan. Good to know you guys noticing it as well. Kenny's saying, but surprisingly, missed the penalty in that massive penalty shootout. Yeah, well, I think every player can miss some, can't they, Ken? Now, the ball played out wide on this near side for Ivory Coast as they try to come forward, but it's challenged by Nigeria as the ball goes out of play for throwing on this near side. Now, Ivory Coast with the possession as they play it back towards the centre circle. Now, Nigeria coming to challenge for it. It's Ivory Coast with the possession. Now, the ball shot from distance, but it's always going wide, and that will be a goal kick for Nigeria. I think Ivory Coast have kind of lost their way a little bit in this game, guys. They're allowing the frustration and the heat to get the better of them. Kenny's saying, but surprisingly missed the penalty. Yeah, right. Yeah, well, I think all good players can have good games. I think we even seen Mo Salah miss a penalty the other week as well, and he doesn't miss many, does he? But thank you for that, Ken. Jamie saying, "You doing Egypt v Ghana at 8?" No, I'm not, mate. I can't. I've got to take my missus to work. She doesn't drive, and she can't get a lift tonight, so I've got to drive her to work. So unfortunately, I can't do that one, mate. I would have done if my missus weren't working, but she is working, so I've got to take her to work. And by the time I get back home, it'll be half time. So unfortunately, no, mate. Now, Ivory Coast with the possession as they play the ball out wide on this near side. Now coming forward as uh, Nigeria come to challenge for it, but Ivory Coast managing to keep the possession as they play it back into the centre of the park. Now it's played forward as Ivory Coast just play it back out to that far side. Now coming towards the byline, looking for the crosses. Nigeria make the challenge, and the ball is deflected out of play on that far side. Nine minutes of stoppage time. Where the hell did that come from? Probably from all those whistles. Corner comes in, but it's not the greatest delivery as it bounces out on this near side. Hassan is saying yes. The ref is from Algeria and his name is Mustafa Gubaya. Gobaya. Well, thank you for that, Hassan. Appreciate you sharing the info, mate. Thank you for that. Algeria. Now, both sets of players challenging for it there in the middle of the park. The referee again has blown the whistle. So free kick in the centre of the park. Thank you for that, Hassan. Appreciate the info, mate. Piolo is saying, Jamie, look at Hassan's comment regarding the ref's name. Read it a few times slowly. It's hilarious. Okay. Now the ball kicked long up the field as it's headed on there, but the referee again blowing a whistle for the foul. Ken saying stop-start games are difficult to enjoy. You don't need to tell me. Thank you for that, Ken. If you think they're difficult to enjoy, they're even more difficult to commentate on, mate. They really are. Because as soon as I start, then I stop. As soon as I start, then I stop, then I start, then I stop, then I start, then I stop. It makes it really difficult as well as trying to get the comments in. So, yeah, it's even more difficult to commentate on it. But thank you for that, Ken. Now, Ivory Coast with the possession on the halfway line as now they play the ball out wide on this near side, working the ball forward as Nigeria come to challenge for it. Managed to win it back as now they kick the ball away out to this near side. As now Nigeria with space, one defender to beat on this near side as Ivory Coast quickly come and bring more players across. But Nigeria have managed to play it into the centre of the park. Now they've knocked it out wide to that far side as now they edge the way further up the field. Coming towards the edge of the box as Ivory Coast make the challenge and the ball deflected out on that far side for a throw-in. So Nigeria now with the throw-in on the far side as the ball comes in. It's played towards the edge of the byline, but it's gone out for another throw-in. So another throw-in now for Nigeria as the ball thrown into the box. Both sets of players try to win it. Now Ivory Coast kick the ball long up the field as now it's headed back in the direction it came from by Nigeria as the ball bounces out of play on that far side, and that will be a throw in. But yep, you're right, Ken. Thank you for that, mate. Ken saying, ref, Mr. Stop, please go. Yeah. You guys laughing at the comment then. Okay, thank you. Ken saying, do you remember the TV program V Jamie and the Magic Ball? They had a character, Mustafa Crisp. No, I don't remember that, mate, to be fair. Don't remember that story, mate. So throwing on this near side for Nigeria. Ball thrown long up the field. And another foul here. So yeah, sorry, Ken, I don't remember that, mate. Jamie saying, all right, mate. Fair enough. No worries. Thank you, Jamie. I'm not sure in what reference that's referring to. But thank you, Jamie. Ken is saying, have you got a magic ball, Jamie? And Ken saying, King Mustafa Crisps. Right. Okay, then. Well, another coming together of players on this near side as now the Nigeria player rolling round on this near side, but I think he's making the most of the challenge. Jamie Wotton saying, Ken, have I got a magic ball? Question mark. Okay, mate. Ken saying, you better look it up on YouTube. Okay, thank you, Ken. Ken saying, do not remember it, pure loyalist. Thank you, Ken. Pure loyalist saying, no, Ken, sorry, I don't, mate. Okay, no worries. Now the ball on this near side as both sets of players challenging for it. And again, the referee blows the whistle. Pure loyalist saying, mate, thank you. Ken saying, cartoon animated program, same as Stable and Danger Mouse. Right. I remember Danger Mouse. Yeah, I remember that. Now the ball played down that far side by Ivory Coast. Ball crossed into the box as it's knocked away by Nigeria. And the ball bounces out of play on that far side for another throw-in. We've had six minutes of the added on time to be played, guys. So 9 minutes added on time, 3 remaining. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that thumbs up if you could. And thank you very much if you have already. Now, Ivory Coast with a cross into the box as Nigeria intercept it on that far side. Now they kick the ball long up the field as both sets of players trying to win it there. And now the referee blows for another foul. Ken is saying Cosgrove Hal production. Okay, well, I don't remember it, Ken, so obviously I'm not sure, mate. Ken saying Chris Critton. Okay, Charlton and how's it going, Ben? Welcome to the show, Ben. Saying you're amazing, guys. 3 streams inside 24 hours. It's actually yeah, well, 2 streams yesterday, 2 today. But thank you very much for your kind words, Ben. Very nice of you to say, mate. Welcome to the show. I'd be doing three streams today. If my lady wasn't working tonight, I'd be on again. But yeah, thank you for that. Ben, very kind of you to say. Ivory Coast now playing the ball back into the centre of the field. There's now they switch the play out to that far side. Now playing the ball forward as they come to the edge of the box and try to get the crossing, but it's blocked off there by Nigeria. Ivory Coast managing to keep the possession there, But thank you for that, Ben. You are a gentleman. Really appreciate your kind words, mate. Nothing yet. This hoping to ramp up the intensity another level yet, mate. There's another level to go up, at least one more, possibly two. Just obviously, I was hoping to do 3 streams today, but just couldn't get home early enough for that Australia game earlier. Now the ball comes in from the throw-in as it's knocked away up the field. As Ivory Coast intercept it. Nigeria coming to challenge for it, but Ivory Coast playing it down that far side. Now chipped forward into the boxes. Ivory Coast unable to get on the end of that as Nigeria blasted away. And now the referee blows for another foul. Kent is saying, hi, Ben. His stamina's immense. Thought a little fatigued yesterday. A little fatigued yesterday. Yeah, I was just tired. Thank you, Ken. You guys, amazing. Thank you for your kind words, Ken. Yeah, I was a bit tired yesterday. And there goes the final whistle. And Nigeria with a big victory against the host nation as they win it 1-0. The penalty, the decider. And I've got to be honest, it's a bit harsh on Ivory Coast because that penalty was questionable. But that's the difference between the two sides. Nothing to separate them apart from that questionable penalty. But it's Nigeria that take all 3 points. And if you was Ivory Coast, you would feel like you'd just been robbed, wouldn't you, with the referee's poor decisions. But thank you for that, Ken. Really nice of you to say. Pure Lolis saying, hello, Ben. Awesome. Thank you, Pure Lolis. And Ken saying, Ken too, Ben. Okay, thank you for that, mate. Big up, Ben. Thank you, Ken. Big up, Ben. Thank you, Ken. So, guys, let's have a look at the full-time match stats. See how that game has gone in numbers. There we go, guys. So this is how the game has gone after the full-time whistle, guys. Total shots, 14 for Ivory Coast, 11 for Nigeria. Shots on target, 3 for Ivory Coast, 1 for Nigeria. Possession, 65% for Ivory Coast, 35% for Nigeria. Passes, 424 for Ivory Coast, 236 for Nigeria. Pass accuracy, 86% for Ivory Coast, 73% for Nigeria. Fouls, 16 for Ivory Coast, 19 for Nigeria. Yellow cards, only the 1 for Nigeria. No red cards. Offsides, 3 for Ivory Coast, 1 for Nigeria. And corners, 5 for Ivory Coast, 6 for Nigeria. And this is how the group looks at the end of that game, guys. As you can see, that result pushes Nigeria up into second place. Ivory Coast, though, sit third, obviously with 3 points. As Equatorian, sorry, how to pronounce that? Equatoria Guyana sitting top of the group on 4 points. These all to play for in the last final round of group games, with 3 teams in this group still able to qualify. So, yeah, plenty to look forward to in the next round of games as far as that group's concerned. So thank you for that, Ken. Let's quickly have a look at the other results around the grounds, guys, before we wrap up the show. Africa Cup of Nations, guys, finished Equatorian Guyana 4, Guinea Bowser 2, Ivory Coast 0, Nigeria 1, as we know right here. And Group B game, Egypt v Ghana, playing at 8 o'clock. Asia Cup, guys. Syria losing earlier on today against Australia. Australia coming out 1-0 winners. And India losing 3-0 to Uzbekistan. And the game that is currently playing in the Asia Cup, guys, is Palestine 1, United Arab Emirates 1. 68 minutes gone in that game. One game to tell you about in international friendly, guys, as Iceland beat Honduras 2-0 earlier on today. And that brings you guys bang up to date around the grounds. No UK football today, guys. So thank you, Ken. He's saying Slavia Prague ladies 1, St. Polton ladies 0. Thank you, Ken. Appreciate that, mate. And Ken saying come back soon and thank you for the stream, guys. My pleasure, Ken. And thank you for your conversation and company. Always a pleasure, mate. And thank you for your kind words as well, mate. Best wishes to you and your family. Hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. Sorry I can't stick around, guys, to do the final group game of the day. I would have loved to have done it, but unfortunately I have responsibilities to run my lovely lady to work. So unfortunately can't do it. But thank you for your conversation and company. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, guys, with more Africa Cup of Nations games and possibly Asia games as well. I'm not sure. I'll have to have a look at tomorrow's fixtures. And also, obviously, tomorrow evening, UK football is back as well. But I'm not sure if I'm able to. I'll have to find out if my missus can get a lift to work tomorrow because I know she's working. So fingers crossed, we'll be doing a whole feast of more football tomorrow. But for me, for now, guys, that's it. Enjoy what's left of your evening. Stay safe and well out there. And thank you to all you guys that have come and got involved. Big shout out to Ken, Fish, Pure Lawless, Hassan as well. Geordie, who dropped in also, Jamie Wotton, and Ben, who dropped in very lately there with a positive comment. And I think that's covered everybody, I think. And also, not to forget our beloved Stevie as well for his help in the background. So thank you, guys. Really appreciated your conversation and company in this stream. And thank you for your understanding that I needed to stay focused on the game. So that we can try and attract new fans. That's it from me for now, guys. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Enjoy your evening.